because that's why you obviously came. But our fabulous author, Rebecca Yarros, is the #1 New York Times bestselling author of more than 20 novels, including Fourth Wing and In the Likely Event. She's a second-generation Army brat. Rebecca loves military heroes and has been blissfully married to hers for more than 20 years. And I want to give her husband, who served our Army, a big round of applause. I don't know where she finds the time to write, because she's also the mother of 6 children. I have one, and I have difficulty fitting in that writing time. But
I have a dog, and the dog is just enough.
But listen to this: she has 6 children, and she has a beautiful family, and they all partake a wonderful life living in Colorado. But she also has 2 English bulldogs, a bearded dragon, 2 feisty chinchillas, and a cat named Artemis, who rules them all. Right? Having fostered, then adopted their youngest daughter, Rebecca is passionate about helping children in the foster care system through her nonprofit, One October, which she co-founded with her husband in 2019. I'm like, this is a superhuman right here, right in front of you. I mean, she's doing amazing work for foster care kids, for her family, for us who love to read her novels. If you want to find out more information about her, please go to her website, www.rebecayarros.com. And so with that, you know and love Rebecca for all of her fabulous work, and I will now turn it over to our fabulous moderator, Steph.
Thank you, Councilwoman Olivia Diaz. I mean, just being in the presence of this woman has been an honor. Just meeting you back 20 minutes ago, and we've just been talking. I'm like, oh my gosh, what are we going to talk about? And we only have an hour. Look at this room, you guys. I walked in here, and I'm like, do we have a marshal and stuff? I think we're over capacity, you guys. This is awesome. But thank you, guys. Thank you for being here, Rebecca. I was going to say, tell us a little bit about yourself, but I think Councilwoman did it all.
Can we not?
Yeah.
That's the most awkward thing you've ever had to sit through.
A little bit, like, what do I look when people talk about me, right?
Down.
Yeah. But let's talk about the book.
Okay.
Fourth Wing. I mean, it's all over Book Talk. It's all over the internet. On my TikTok For You page, it's everything that I see, and I'm in love with the book. Tell us a little bit about Fourth Wing.
So, how many people in here have read it?
Can we do a little bit of spoilers for those that haven't read it?
I know. Okay. Well, I don't. Do you guys want it spoiled? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
okay. I'm like waiting for someone to be like, no. Okay. So it's about a war college for dragon riders, where the rules are graduate or die, because it's an elite army force, and our heroine Violet has a chronic illness, Ehlers-Danlos, which is also what I have. And so it's really about her surviving this war college by using her wits instead of just physical strength. August 2nd. At like 2 a.m. So technically I wasn't like really late for my deadline. I was like 2 hours past my deadline. But I'm gonna go ahead and say I made it. Because I think I hadn't gone to sleep yet, so it was the same day. Okay, so technically it was on time. And then I spent all of August and September in edits because we wanted to spray the edges. And you have to turn those books in so far ahead of time to get those edges sprayed that it was like this just madness of edits. So and then it left my little hands.
And it's a beautiful cover. I mean, how did you guys think of it, or was it someone you were like, this is what I'm thinking, this is what I want, this is my scribbles, and you handed it to someone?
No. Okay, so that cover is all due to Bree Archer at Entangled, and she's brilliant. I never worry. Like if she ever gives me a cover, I open it and I'm like, it's beautiful. Like I never even have edits on it. It had a different cover, and we've gone back and forth with titles. And I had always loved Fourth Wing as the one I submitted. And then it went through other titles, and it never meshed with the cover. So if you guys ever subscribe to Publishers Weekly, not that you would, but if you do, super fun statistics in there. There's like the original cover on the cover of Publishers Weekly, like a year and a half ago or something.
Wow.
So, and the night before we went to print, I told my editor, I was like, I just don't really like the cover. And she's like, you what? And I was like, well, I mean, it's great. Like, I trust you. I'm not a marketer, right? Like, I don't know what's gonna sell. It's not my job to know what's gonna sell. And suddenly she got the entire art department up and was like, I want 6 new mock-ups by the morning and this and this and this. And Ray Archer did that.
That's awesome. And so can we kind of know about what other titles that it was going to be or thoughts that you were thinking of?
I think it was first released as Scorched in Stone is what they had it. And honestly, I just loved Fourth Wing. And I felt like every time I heard Scorched in Stone, I kept thinking of like Arthur and like pulling the sword, like sword in the stone.
Okay.
And I just kept getting like, you know.
Where's the wizards? I mean, we
Yeah,
have that.
I know. Yeah.
Let's talk about the characters in the book, like Violent and Zayden and all of these names, right? What did you think of, and how do you think of characters' names and their nicknames, by the way? Violence, that was clever.
So I knew I wanted to call her Violence because it was a big part of her arc about accepting kind of who you are and not who you think you are. And I knew that Violet would go along really well with that, and so I'm like, kind of, it's gonna be Violet. Zayden, I legit was like, hot guy names. Yeah, and like, I don't know about you guys, but when we had our kids, as you can tell, we have a lot. I would put like a list of names on the refrigerator, and so would my husband. And as we walked by, we would like scratch off names that we didn't agree with the other person's list. And whatever we had at the end was the baby. So I would just like, I had this list of names. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't. And so we had Zayden. He was like the survival. He's what made it.
I love it. Now, Violet, I mean, you were kind of describing earlier, and in the book, she's very fragile and weak, and you don't really plain out say in the book that she has this connective tissue disorder. Why did you do that?
So one, they wouldn't have the technology to know what Ehlers-Danlos is. And two, one thing I found to be really interesting as the book came out is that people with chronic illness or EDS even spotted it within a chapter to 2 chapters. And they knew immediately that she had a chronic illness. And a lot of able-bodied people didn't, and they just called her weak and frail. And I found that it kind of mirrored our own society where people with chronic illness see each other and see the accommodations they need and can recognize that, and some people can't. So I found it very interesting to see who spotted it and who didn't.
And did you feel like you needed to kind of portray kind of what you go through with your disorder into a book, or kind of that relationship with that?
So I kind of felt like
not being able to get the love and, you know, and stuff like that. So talk about that relationship a little bit, and are we going to be able to delve into it in the future books?
Oh yes, mothers. Okay. So I love the dynamic between Violet's mom and you not understanding which side of this conflict Violet's mom is on and why she does what she does. And she's kind of really hard and emotionally unavailable. But she's also gone through a lot of trauma. So yes, it kind of delves into that more in the second book. But I think it's true to life with anyone who has a complicated relationship with their mother, you don't always get every answer you're looking for. Does that make sense? Like, not everything comes with a pretty bow in real life.
Is there something that when writing this book, you're like, darn it, I wish I did this? Or you look back and you see like, oh, I really struggled with this part of writing the book. Did you experience any of those things?
Battle scenes are tough for me, and things I think get left on, especially the last battle scene in Fourth Wing. Certain edits take place that leave other parts that confusing. Does that make sense? To where I look at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got hacked in edits, now this part doesn't exactly make sense. So I wish I'd had more time. But with the constraints we were under to get the edges painted, I'm also kind of glad I didn't, because I'd lived in that book for 4 months at that point, and I'm afraid that I probably just would have been like, death to them all. Like, do you know what I mean? So part of me is like, I wish I'd had more time. The other part of me is like, thank goodness I could get away from them.
And then what was your favorite thing about writing this book?
I got to play with dragons. So I've always wanted to write fantasy. It was my first love, and I remember I'd get up in the morning and look at my husband and be like, I get to play with dragons today. Because once you're writing contemporary, it's a lot of boy gets girl, boy loses girl, boy gets girl back, right? So you have like that typical romance storyline. And you get to do that, but with dragons. And like, you know, and with situations that wouldn't really happen in real life. Like I don't see West Point Military Academy being like, walk the parapet. Do you know what I mean? So like you get to have these really dramatic situations that you wouldn't have in normal life, and that to me is the most fun.
Love it. Let's get our first question prepared. Amanda, are you here?
Ton, but even maybe just a little bit.
So okay, here's what I'm gonna tell you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Not every author is Sarah J. Maas. She's great at what she does. Sarah J. Maas. I am not Jennifer Armentrout. I'm not any of those other authors. They are all wonderful, amazing authors with wonderful, amazing voices. And to think that any of us are going to follow anyone else's storyline or trope, guys. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say about that.
Love it.
Okay. I always knew Liam was going to die.
No.
He was.
Justice for Liam.
When a character's arc is complete and their growth is complete, that's what happens. Also, when the people we love go to war, the people we love also die. It's unrealistic to think that someone you love when you go to war isn't going to die. It would have been the most unrealistic thing ever to have none of them die. And writing that scene, it's exceptionally sad. I listened to a lot of Brandi Carlile's Tragedy, the Austin Cello version. So, which now if you ever put on, like, I will just randomly start crying. So it's really tough to write those scenes. And I mean, I've killed a kid in my book before. So like, you're never really safe when it comes to me. I know, I'm sorry.
No one is safe, Rebecca.
No one is, no one is. But it was sad. Sorry.
I'm very happy, so thank you.
Yes. Took a lot of cap out of my youth, you know.
If you carry them, I will sign them.
Oh.
I can barely kick above my waist these days. You know, so,
No, please don't apologize. It makes me so
I'm
happy.
thinking about getting back into it because that was when I was most in shape in my life.
Awesome. And who would you like me to sign it to? EREW? Thank you for carrying these all. That's a lot of weight on a hot day, so I appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Yes, you post about Star Wars books a lot, right? Yes, okay. You just posted yesterday, right? Yes. Yeah, okay. Hi, Drew.
I was like, let's see that book. It's up on our shelf. 24. So did she complete it?
We're going to put different stuff in all of them.
Sometimes outside your
So what have you read lately that you love?
Recently I've read
I'm like totally zoned out over here.
The Battle of Jedi.
Oh, I haven't read that one yet. Is it good?
I liked it, yeah. It was a quick read because it was a
Well,
short format.
yes. Sorry, I'm going to lose your spot.
No, you're good. But yeah, it was a fun and quick read for me. I always And right now I am currently reading Fox Club by Katlyin.
Oh, it's all Katlyin. Yes, she's so good.
I haven't met her yet, but she's on my list.
She's good. You will love her.
She's on my list.
I watched you guys. It was like, I'm
Yeah, we're both San Diego authors, so we do a lot of that. Yeah.
sitting there on the stage, it's very
Yeah, I didn't realize you guys were in the afternoon. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I was schwitzing. I had to take a break. Eat a brownie.
I'm just like eyeing that bar.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for carrying all of that. And thank you for reading multiple books. It means a lot to me. Oh, thank you. I love writing those ones so much. So that means a lot.
Do you think you do any more in the series?
I mean, maybe someday, not right now. I do have a couple other YAs that haven't been announced yet. They're not connected, but I would love to return to that world someday because I loved writing it. So.
My friend Charlie and I started writing
What's nice in the room?
and we also pre-ordered book 3 when it came out during Christmas. So we
It's like the fourth season got hot. It's like fucking 16-year-olds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank
It's good to
you.
meet you in real life. Yes, of course. Come on around.
Thank you.
And I haven't been on the strip in years. And I just think of the link, which is like Universal City Walk.
Awesome. I got a couple.
Thank you, Drew.
It's mob.
Yeah. Well, we went in the
So,
Orders, of course.
Sorry.
Can you spell for me?
DREW.
yeah, I know.
I did a book tour.
In my house now?
Oh, nice.
listening. And they sent me this one for dropping.
Oh, that's so nice.
Technically, I didn't buy these two, but
You don't, I don't care how you got them. I'm going to sign them for you.
So we're doing a thing together on Tuesday night. I want to see the one show tonight. The Michael Jackson one. Take my son to see that. Let you know how
We've seen a lot of the shows here, so I feel like that was one that was
and then like for my YouTube channel, is there any like books similar to that?
and tell me where it's great.
Oh, you know, in
the guy who's running
YA, the thriller mystery stuff is really hot right now. They asked me to like name drop some authors, and I'm gonna be like,
I got asked that.
no, but I will tell you, I am reading a book right now that I cannot put down. It's like that's it is Elizabeth Ann's The Haunting on the Hill, which is the first authorized by the Shirley Jackson estate sequel to The Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah.
And it is spectacular. Wow. So it's more ghost story than thriller, but the mystery elements are amazing. And it's not YA, but there's a theater aspect to it, there's a music aspect to it, there's it's absolutely fantastic. Like I said, I can't wait. So
Haunting on the Hill.
Haunting on the Hill.
Sorry.
No, you're totally fine.
So, we
Thank you for coming out with some leather.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, I got a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you. I was going to ask the question during the Q&A, but they didn't. Oh, what was it? I was going to say, who was your favorite character to write in poetry?
Probably Zayden because you don't know everything he's thinking, but you want to know everything he's thinking. So I love Zayden. I love Riddick because he always has like the line to bring, and I love Imogen.
Yes.
So I
was going to say Zayden's my favorite too. So.
Thank you.
Wait for the picture. Rebecca.
You ready?
Oh, yes. And just like that, we are home. It was a really fun book event. There's some pros and cons to it, as always. And after I have dinner, because I am very hungry, after I have dinner, and I brush my teeth and do everything I need to do for my nightly routine, I am going to show you all the books I was able to get signed, and my whole body is sore because of all the walking and the carrying of the bags. So I'll show you here in a few minutes.
Which tells us that he is the vine and we are the branches. And those who remain in him and him in us will produce much fruit. You know, the reality of life is sometimes we're going to find ourselves disconnected from God, but I don't know about you, I want my life to be a reflection of the goodness of God. And so we took that verse and we turned it into a song called The Garden. Are you okay if we share that with you today? Let's sing today.
A real treat today, but before we get into that, I just want to say one more time, this week we're having sort of our women's event of the year here in Central, the Leading and Loving It retreat. So ladies, if you have free time from 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. on Tuesday or Wednesday, it's an amazing spiritual growth conference that's there for you. It's called Breakthrough this year. You can just scan that QR code. You can use the discount code Breakthrough.
Hello, bookish friends. So we are here at Barnes & Noble. Look. It's Barnes & Noble. So the reason why we're at Barnes & Noble is because I met a friend last night at the book festival, Katlyin, and what happened was she couldn't stay for so long because she had her little sister with her. So we decided to meet up at Barnes & Noble today to give her book back so she can get it for her collection, obviously. And I might get a book or two. I'm not sure. I'm told myself I'm on a ban until Christmas, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. So as you can see, we are now home. So I got my double chocolate chip grande, which I love, and then egg sausage sandwich. And then my books are right there. I won't be showing you yet. I'm gonna eat first, then go brush my teeth, then show you the books. And I'm on a book buying ban until next year. That's all I have to say. Hello, bookish friends. Happy Sunday night. It is actually like very late Sunday evening as I'm filming this. I am here to show off my what I got haul at the Las Vegas Book Festival. Yay! It was so fun yesterday. My shoulder though, you see this? It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be, but like this morning my shoulder, this shoulder was all red, so I was like, oh no, hopefully it's okay and I didn't get sunburned, but it still is sore from carrying my 3 bags of books. I had a really great time. There was some authors that didn't show up despite them being on the list. So the authors of Katlyin Glasgow, or the authors of the Agathas, they were there, but I felt like it was kind of selfish getting this book signed. It's not signed, which I wish I should have went to them next after meeting some authors that I met there. And I definitely want to read this now that I saw them in person. And the book actually sounds really good, but I wish I got the sign, but I didn't. They also had book 2 at their little like Barnes & Noble like section that they have at the book festival, and I should have got book 2 because it was in the beautiful pink hardcover, and I don't have a lot of pink books on my shelf, so definitely want to read this fall. If not, I'll definitely read it over the summer. Then Olivia Blake was not there. I'm so sad too because I brought this with me, so I was like carrying a book that I didn't need to carry with me all day. But I still had a great time. And then also, I don't know if I missed it or she was there, but Ashley Winston, which I actually have her new book. I know I got her new book from the library, so I'm gonna return my library copy because I bought, like I just said, I bought her new book. I don't know where I have it at the moment. Oh yeah. So I bought 2 books at the Barnes & Noble like book sale. So at first, or actually let me backtrack, sorry. So the first thing I got some swags. I got this nice little metal bookmark that says Las Vegas Book Festival 2023. So that's pretty cool. And then I have a video clip of this, so I'll put this either in this video or I will make it into like my weekly vlog. But I was able to make my own pen, so I was able to make this one. It says my weekend is booked, and I was like, oh, this would be such a fun like and funny quote to have because I always say my weekend is booked. So I was like, this is perfect. So I got this. And then at the Barnes & Noble's like little table they had there, it's actually a big table, but at the Barnes & Noble book table they had like all the books from all the authors that were there. So I got 2 of them. One of them I don't know if I'll read, but I definitely will keep, which is kind of weird. But that one is Midnight is the Darkest Hours by Ashley Winston. This is a new book by this author that just came out in October, I want to say, or even September. I don't know too much about this. I just know it's the same author who wrote In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, which I just showed. And like I said, I don't know if she was there, and if she was, I probably missed her, which was kind of sucky because I would like to try and get all my books signed by the authors that were there. But I did bought this at the table, and I also bought Kirsten White's new book, Mr. Magic. This is a new adult thriller, and I haven't read this one yet, but I'm pretty excited for it. This is her second adult thriller novel, and I was also able to get this signed by her as well. So thank you, Kirsten, for signing all of my books. So it says, "True to Drew, he's been waiting." Who's been waiting? I don't know because I haven't read the book yet. Yeah, she signed all my books, which I'll be showing off here in a few minutes. But yeah, very excited to read this. Definitely want to read this in the month of November because it's such a short book, and I feel like I would just love it to read it in November, you know. November and October give me like thriller vibes. So yeah, these are the 2 books I got at the Barnes & Noble table during the book festival, and now I'm going to show you all the books I was able to get signed, because I got a lot of books signed. So starting off with Kiersten White, I brought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I brought 6 books with me, and she signed all 6. So Mr. Magic was signed, obviously, and then the book I actually was reading yesterday because I forgot to bring a book with me, but I was like, let me start this book, so because it's on my 5-star prediction list, and it's also one that I just had with me, and that was Star Wars Padawan. This is by Kiersten White. I'm not going to say her name over and over again, but I got this signed. I actually don't know what this one said, and it was funny. I had the the jacket sleeve in the book because I was reading it at the book festival, and she's like, I'm gonna give you a little bookmark, that way you don't lose your place. I was like, oh, sweet. So she gave me, let's see, so she gave me a signed book plate, so it has her signature on it. So I'm not that far in, I'm only like 30 pages in, so you might see this in my October wrap up, or you should see it. And it says, I did not see what this said. That's so funny. It says, to Drew, hello there. That's very cool, Kiersten. I did not see that. And also Kiersten gave me some swag. She gave me a sticker for Mr. Magic, so I'll probably put this either on my laptop or on my Hydro. Probably my laptop, because I've been collecting stickers on it. And then this is a little QR code that you guys can scan for the Hyde graphic novel, which is her first adult thriller she ever did. Here's the back if you want to read the back real quick. And then the Hyde graphic novel comes out later this year, which I totally forgot to ask her what that was about because I don't know too much about it, to be honest. But yeah, I got this from her. But yeah, she signed Star Wars Padawan. She also signed the rest of my Guinevere Deception trilogy. I got the Guinevere Deception from Owlcrate, and so that was already signed, so I was like, let me leave that one at home, and I was able to get the rest of the trilogy signed, so that's pretty cool. And it was funny, you'll see it in the clip that I have, but I was talking about this trilogy with Kiersten and telling her how much the King Arthur retelling and the universe I just fell in love with. And I've already read the series with my friend Charlie, so you guys know who Charlie is. You love her on this channel. So but Kiersten signed, this one says, to Drew, make some magic. And then for the Excalibur Curse, which is the 3rd and final book of the trilogy, she also signed this one. It says, to Drew, fight your fate. Like, isn't this not cool to have in my possessions? And then the last 2 books, so my copy of Anni Darken was signed, so I was also able to get her to sign the rest of my trilogy for the Anni Darken, which I still have not read book 3, but I definitely want to read the rest of this. I read book 1 and 2, loved it, but I haven't read book 3 yet, and I don't know why I've done that to myself. But I got book 2 signed. It says, to Drew, arise. And then this one says this is brightly burned, obviously, and so this one says, to June, burn bright. Like, isn't that so cool? She signed all 6 of those books that I brought with me. Like, that's so awesome. And then Gretchen McNeil, who's a YA thriller, who I also was able to film while meeting her, which was so awesome. I have 2 books by her, and I was able to get those 2 signed. One of them I read because Disney Books sent it to me to read and review for them. And the other one Disney also sent me, but I haven't had a chance to read it yet. So hopefully this fall I'll be able to read it. But she was able to sign my copies of Dig 2 Grays and 3 Drops of Blood. So this one, I actually don't know what this says. It says, Drew, when you embark on a journey of revenge, you should dig 2 graves. Ooh, That's creepy. And I was telling her, I was like, I actually didn't buy these books. I got these books sent to me to read and review from Disney. So that's pretty cool that I was able to get free books. And she was like, I don't care how you got the books. It's pretty cool that you can get them from my publishing company. So, and then 3 Drops of Blood. Let's see what she says for this one. To Drew, look down to see. Look down where? That makes sense. It says, Drew, look down to see 3 drops of blood. Dun, dun, dun. Like, I can't wait. This is the only one I haven't read yet, but I'm very excited. And then for the main event that I and everybody else was pretty much there for, I got to meet the one, the only, Rebecca Yarros. I'm so excited. I have photos that I'll put either on the screen or just in the vlog. And she answered my question. I almost got my question answered during the Q&A, but they were telling the people who was in charge to go to a different area. But my question was, who was your favorite character to write and why? And she said Zayden, just because of how much of a badass and like bad boy energy he has, you know. So her response will be in my vlog. But I was able to meet Rebecca Yarros, and I still can't believe it. But yeah, this one's not personalized, but this one does have my name in it, and it's also signed. And then there was also a stamp that they had there, and it says, a dragon without its rider is tragedy. A rider without their dragon is dead. And she said that this is going to be a 5-book series, and that she already has all 5 books planned, and she already knows how the series is going to end. So I'm a little nervous for that, but also pretty excited because Iron Flame literally comes out November 7th. So yeah, there you have it. Those are all the books I got signed. It's such a lengthy clip, but in the next clip I'm going to show you my Barnes & Noble book haul, because I went to Barnes & Noble today and I met up with one of my friends I met last night, Katlyin, and we met up today because she wasn't able to get her copy of Fourth Wing signed, so she got it signed now. And we met up today at Barnes & Noble, so I'll be showing you my Barnes & Noble haul in the next clip. So I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes. Alrighty, people, so I wish I filmed some of my clips at the bookstore with Katlyin, because that would have been fun, and she said it was okay to be on camera, but I didn't film it because I was living in the moment, as people say. But I went to Barnes & Noble, and I wasn't planning on buying anything. I was literally just gonna hand Katlyin her book and just head home. But Barnes & Noble had a buy one get one 50% off sale. So I got 3 new books here. These are all new releases. One of them is even an early release. It doesn't come out till November 7th, and it was part of the buy one get one 50% off. So I'm so excited to say that I have Bookshops and Bone Dust early. Yay! This is by Travis Baldry, I believe. I'm sorry for butchering your name. But if you guys remember last year, my bestie Sydney bought me a copy of Legend and Lattes, and now I have book 2. Like, look at these covers. They're so pretty. It's hard to see with my ring light. I don't know why my lighting's not working, but look at them. They're so pretty next to each other, and they're in paperback too, so it's like even beautiful. I'm very excited. I was shocked to see that my Barnes & Noble had this out early. I won't say too much about this because it is a sequel, but I'm very excited for it. So, and then they give us a little membership reward. I don't know why they give us this when I already had a membership, but it was pretty exciting to get an early release. And as you can see, it was buy one get one 50% off. So you might be thinking, Drew, what was your second book? My second book is a adult fantasy novel, and it sounded really good. It has one of my favorite tropes in it, and that is forbidden magic, and that is, I think I'm gonna butcher this, and I'm so sorry, but it's the Jazad Air, I think is how you say it. This is by Sarah Hosman, I think. So listen to this. The reason why I got this is because of the summary. The summary sold me. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure my new bookmark is not ruined. The summary says, an unmissable tale of shattered kingdoms, forbidden magic, and cunning royals unfold in this Egyptian-inspired epic fantasy debut. 10 years ago, the kingdom of Hazad, I'm so bad at names, burned. Its magic was outlawed, its royal family murdered. At least that's what Sylvian wants people to believe. The heir Hazad escaped the massacre, and she intends to stay hidden, especially from the armies of Nazil that continues to hunt her people. But a moment of anger changes everything. When Aaron, the Nazil heir, tracks a group of Hazad rebels to her village, Sylvian accidentally reveals her magic. Dun, dun, dun. It just sounds so good, and I've been hearing a lot of buzz about this because I think this is like Fairy Loot or it's Owlcrate's book of the month for October, and the sprayed edges I saw on that book was just so freaking beautiful. And then my bookmark that I got, I love this bookmark. It's just so cute and it makes me happy. It says bookstores welcome all with the pride flag as a book. I just love that. You guys know why. But very excited. This is the first book in a new fantasy series, and it's from Orbit Books, and I've really been loving books from Orbit lately, so I'm really excited to see what this is about. And I'm not sure how long the series is. I try to look on Goodreads, but even Goodreads doesn't know how long the series will be. So hopefully it's not a long series, and hopefully I can commit to this because I have a lot of first book of a series on my November TBR coming up. And then last but not least, I got the stunning, I cannot believe I have this right now. I have the new Star Wars The High Republic Tales of Light and Life, edited by Zoraida Cordova, with authors from Tessa Granton, Claudia Gray, Justina Ireland, Lydia King, George Mann, Daniel Jose Older, Kevin Scott, Charles Soule, and Alyssa Wong. So pretty excited for this. This is part of the Phase 2 High Republic era, and I got this book because A, it was part of the series that I needed to be reading next, and B, it was one of my most anticipated reading, and also C, I just love Zoraida Cordova's writing, so I'm very excited to see what her short story is about. Again, I can't really say too much about this because this is technically like a sequel, but it's also a bound up of short stories. How many short stories are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 short stories, so not too bad. But I'm pretty stoked for this, and this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive cover, and there's special content inside, but I don't see any special content. So hopefully my book does have special content and it's not lying to me, you know? Because that will be so... What's so exclusive about it? I am so sad. There's nothing exclusive. I think it's just the cover that's different. Oh, I'm so sad. That makes me so sad. Bad advertisement, Barnes & Noble. But yeah, that is everything that I got recently. I'm definitely going on a book buying ban because on Tuesday I have 3 books coming to me in the mail from Amazon, so look forward to some more unboxing happening soon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Good morning, bookish friends. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. It is Wednesday morning, almost 11 a.m. and I am just taking Miss Angel, it's okay, Miss Angel on a walk this morning, and she's actually going around the whole field, so that's pretty exciting because lately she hasn't been. But I am almost finished with reading At Midnight by Delilah Alder. I'm on the Little Mermaid story, so I think there's like 3 stories left, possibly. I don't have the physical book with me, obviously. But last time I checked, I was on page 230, so I probably read a lot because I listened to almost 2 short stories here on the walk, so that's pretty exciting. today I don't have a lot of plans. I'm planning on cleaning the house and reading all the books I can before the end of October, because I'm working the last Friday of October, and yeah, I'm just really hoping to get a lot of reading done, and we'll see how we feel. So far I'm loving the short stories anthology. I think it might be a solid 4 stars, maybe 5, because the last 3 stories I've read I gave 5 stars to, so we'll see. I'm gonna do like an adding up my ratings for all the short stories, because I had a couple 3 stars in here sadly, but we're gonna add up all the ratings, see what the average rating is, and then figure out that way, and then hopefully it will be my October wrap-up, and I can return it to my library tomorrow when I go after I get my hair cut. So yay. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Angel, I love you. I love you. No, you're not gonna say it. You were saying it a minute ago. I love you. I love you. I love you. Aw, you're so cute. You're my cuddly buddy, huh? Now you say it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't bite me. No biting. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, you just want belly rubs, huh? I love you. 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 Oh, now you're not talking to the camera? Hi, Bubs. I love you, Bubba. I love you, Ange. I love you, Rocket. Hi, Bubs. Nom, 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 nom. No, you done? Hello, bookish friends. Happy Thursday. It is the eve of Taylor Swift 1989's version, and in honor of the album cover being blue, I decided to wear all blue today. So I have my karate demo team shirt. Sorry for the loud noises, our trash mans are outside. I decided to wear my tie-dye blue karate demo team t-shirt, and then I got my favorite blue skinny jeans on, and then today I'm gonna be wearing, I don't know if I want to wear my Crocs today or if I should wear my white Vans, because my Crocs are blue, but I'm also going out to my haircut here in a few minutes and to the library to return some books. But I wanted to give you guys a reading update. So I was listening to a little bit of Foxglove by Katlyin Grace this morning and a lot last night. So right now I am halfway through the book. I am on page, my dad was home and I didn't even know that. Anyway, I am currently reading Foxglove by Katlyin Grace. This is the second book in the trilogy and I'm really enjoying it. I love, spoiler alert for a little bit, I love how we have a point of view from Signa's cousin, Blythe. This book has some weird character names. We also have a new character named Fate, and he intrigues me. I'm really curious about him. Supposedly Fate and Signa have met in the past, but Signa does not remember, so it's kind of like a quest to find out where Signa remembers him from. I have a guess, but I don't want to say just in case I'm wrong. But after finishing this, I need to start one of these 2 books. So I need to start either The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. This is Adrienne Young's newest book that just came out. As you can see, I got it from Book of the Month. So if I do read this one this weekend and I get to squeeze it in, because it's not too big of a book, it's only 33 chapters. I'm buddy reading this with my friend Kate, who has a booktube channel here, so I'll leave her down below. but we are buddy reading this. We meant to start this last night. I didn't start it last night, but I know she did, so I definitely need to catch up. I think I'm going to physically read this because I do have the audiobook on hold for my Libby account, but I feel like I just need to have a physical read this month. So I'm going to try and physically read this because the writing seems very easy, and I know I can get into Adrian's world building and all that, so very excited for this one. And then I did started this one before starting Fox Club. I started Prince of the Sorrow by Katlyin Graves. This is one of my Rainbow book box book that they did, indie book I should say. Gosh, that's a mouthful. So yeah, I want to start one of these two, or either pick up one of these two next. I should pick up Check and Mate, which is by Ali Hazelwood, which I just got yesterday. That way I can read it in time before the due date. So I just got Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood. I just got this one yesterday, along with my beautiful copy of Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. I did an unboxing portion of these, so I've already showed off what both of these books look like. This is the finished paperback copy that Penguin Team sent to me, so thank you, Penguin Team. Hopefully this will be my next read, especially because I've been reading all these fantasy books, so I definitely want a lighthearted contemporary. But yeah, I have to go to the library today to return some books, and then I have some books on hold for me. And yeah, I don't know too much. What else do I have? I have karate later tonight, and then later I'm going to be FaceTiming Sydney, so we finally get to talk. So I might see if I can film her while we're doing our FaceTime. So yeah, I'm gonna go get my shoes and socks on, and I'm gonna head out for my haircut because it's almost 9 a.m. and it's actually 8:45, so I still got time. But I need to gather my books, and then once I do so, we're gonna get in the car and we're gonna go. So yay. Oh, hey friends, how are you guys doing? And how did you guys get up there, huh? Anyway, we have everything we need for the day, so let's go to my haircut, and then after my haircut, we're gonna go to the library, and then after that, I might get Starbucks, but we'll see. I haven't decided yet. Oh, we actually have a full tank. Sometimes I don't know if we have a full tank or not because my sister uses it a lot. Alrighty, let's go. Good morning, vlog. It is Friday, October 27th, and as you can see, I have my work uniform on and I'm ready to go. I'm not awake yet, but I got my black tea here to help me get up for the day. And yeah, I'm working 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. Can you tell I'm tired? So today my reading goal is to finish Fox Glove by Adele and Grace, and then I brought Spells for Forgetting by Adrian Young with me today because I wanted to see how much of that I can read at work. I am going to be physically reading that one, so we'll see how much I'll read, and if I can, I'll do some time lapse of me reading and hopefully get my reaction to the ending of Fox Glove, and then that will be my 8th book read for the month, so yay! Alrighty, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye! Hello, bookish friends. Happy Saturday. Yes, Saturday. I had to think for a second. So as you can see, we are here with a fresh, well, not really fresh because I didn't shower this evening, but I did this morning. Anyways, as you can tell, we are here with a fresh new haircut. and I really love how it turned out. But I am here to do a long-winded reading update because it's been a while since I've updated you guys. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because Angel is with me. Do you want to say hello to the vlog? Can you say I love you? Can you say I love you? I love you. I love you. I love you. She's been saying that all weekend since I've taught her that. Anyways, I am kind of in the mood oh, now you're speaking. I am in the mood to do like a 24-hour, maybe 48-hour reading vlog for you guys, so I might put that in with this week vlog. I had pretty ambitious plans, as always. I did finish 2 books this week, and I'm starting my 3rd book right now. I actually don't know. Oh, it's right here. Never mind. So the first book that I finished, I don't have anymore because I've already returned it to the library, but that was At Midnight, edited 15 short stories of reimagining classics, I think is what it's called. I'll put the cover here on the screen. It's edited by Delilah Alder. I really enjoyed this one. This one is a fun short story collection. And the cool thing about the book, I've already mentioned this in one of the clips, either this week's vlog or last week's vlog, but I mentioned how the first half of the book had the retelling aspects of the stories, like the new retellings, and then the back of the book had the original tales, which was pretty cool because some of the original tales I actually didn't know of, and so that was pretty fun to read about. But I wasn't a huge fan of it. I thought it would be a 5-star read for me just because it was perfect. It's right around the spooky season, but I actually gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, so I'm a little sad that it was a 3.5, but I'll talk more about that in my October wrap-up. I also wanted to come on here to let you guys know I did finally finish Foxglove today by Adeline Grace. This is the sequel to Belladonna, and I would say I loved Belladonna more. I gave Belladonna 5 stars, and this one also got a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And I'm so sad because this was like one of my most anticipated reads of the year, and also for the month of August. I forgot this came out in August. I thought it came out in September, but it's in September is when I bought this book, and I read it this month. I read it, I think I want to say I started this Monday and I just now finished it, and it's Saturday, so it took taken me like almost 6 days to read it, but that's just because I was busy with work and karate, so those 2 things have been getting in the way. But today I had some time. I actually sat down and read the last like 3 or 4 chapters of this book at the library, and I was like, what the heck is this ending? It was a really great ending, a satisfying ending. Honestly, I could have left it as it is as a duology, but I'm pretty curious to see what's going to happen in Wistia, I think. I'll put the cover here on the screen. It just got revealed. I'm not a huge fan of the blue. Hold on a sec. Let me go see if Angel needs to go outside or something. I'll be right back. Alrighty, sorry about that. I had to go take her outside because she started to get whiny. Anyways, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the blue of the 3rd book. I feel like it just throws the series off, you know? So I am curious to see how book 3 is gonna end the trilogy. I am happy with how this book, how the sequel ended. It was not my favorite. Like I said, I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, but I am really curious to see, like I just said, how the trilogy will end. And so I'm very excited for book 3, even though book 3 does not come out till August of next year. So a long ways to wait. I'll probably have to reread books 1 and 2, and maybe by the time I reread books 1 and 2 next year, I might like book 2 better. I don't know, but yeah, I gave this one 3.5 out of 5 star, and yeah, that's pretty good rating. I'm not gonna lie. I am sad that it wasn't a 5-star read like I thought it was, like I thought it would be this week. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this series, and I can't wait to see how book 3 wraps up the whole thing. And speaking of reading sequels slash trilogies, I decided to finally pick up, and I don't know why I'm starting a 500-page book at like the end of the month, but I'm finally picking up Stardust in Their Veins by Laura Sebastian. This is book 2 in the Castle in the Bones trilogy. I'm not too sure if this trilogy has an actual like series name for it, and if it does, I'll probably put it here on the screen or something. I'm very excited for this, but I also realize it's been a whole year since I've read book 1, and I just got to a new character in this book, and I was like, did we meet this character in book 1, or is this like a brand new character? I guess I should have read the synopsis before jumping into this book, because when I was listening to this audiobook while driving today, I was like, wait, who is this character? So that's the only reason why I've stopped reading in this today. But now I'm kind of like in the mood to do like some reading sprints. So maybe I'll do reading sprints tomorrow on YouTube or even on Book Talk.